Wanted to get on here and be a little vulnerable for a moment. I had kids before I ever even had my life together. And sometimes I look back and wonder how I even made it here. I moved out 3 months after turning 18. Not long after that, I started experimenting with harder things. By 20, I was choosing to live on the streets. I became dependent to the chaos, the street life, and the crime that came with it. I had multiple active warrants, and I knew the next time I got arrested, I would be going to prison. Then, around my 24th birthday, I found out I was pregnant. I was dependent on opiates. I was addicted to math. I had come to terms with the fact that this was my life, and this is how I'm going to die. Every single day, I looked up treatment centers. I would stare at the phone number, but I could never bring myself to call. Then, on October 3rd, 2016, I was finally arrested. While I was in jail, they placed me on a MAT program. When I first started that, I was more out of it than I had ever been on the streets. I spent 2 months in Snohomish County. Then I was transferred to King County to be sentenced. I was sentenced to 17 months at the Washington Correction Center for Women. I was pregnant, terrified, and finally forced to stop running from everything I had spent years trying to numb. I did not become a mom with a savings account, a career, a healthy relationship, or a perfect home. I became a mom while trying to rebuild myself from the ground up. My children did not come into my life after I had everything figured out. They came while I was still trying to learn how to live. And sometimes I carry guilt about that. I wish I could say I became the perfect mother the second I found out I was pregnant. But the truth is I didn't. Recovery was not one decision. It was hundreds of painful decisions made over and over and over. It was choosing a different life, even when I had no idea how to live it yet. My children have seen me tired, overwhelmed, struggling, and still trying to heal. But they have also seen me keep going. They have seen me go back to school. They have seen me build a home and a family. They have seen me turn a life that once felt completely hopeless into something worth fighting for. I may have had kids before I had my life together, but loving them gave me a reason to keep putting it together. Piece by piece, day by day, I cannot change the version of me that they were born into, but I can keep becoming the woman and mother they deserve. And that is what I plan to do for the rest of my life.